Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome in, sim racing fans, to Richmond Raceway for the Turn2Terribles Podcast 200, part of the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen series. Tonight we're under some unusual and challenging conditions as the weather has rolled a thick and heavy, dense fog blanket over the track. It looks cool, calm, and collected in the Google Earth here, but go air live trackside coverage in a few moments' time. You'll see what I'm talking about. As we take a look at the points here, you'll also see what I'm talking about as I have one of the best, if not the best, co-commentators to do it. Justin Yaw, how are you yamentating on this evening?
How do you do to wherever you're watching from out there in YouTube land, whether you're on the vertical or whether you're on the horizontal. We appreciate you tuning in with us each and every week tonight. Got the Full Throttle Performance game going at it at Richmond.
Right, Ken Baum Jr. up there leading us off in the points, over 40 over Caitlin Hates. Remember, Caitlin finished P2 there just a week ago at Watkins Glen after spinning out early on lap 1 of the race. She sliced and diced her way up the field. She was very fast in practice. I believe she'll be one to watch here tonight. Joshua Selsey, Lucas Nilgis, Joshua Gaiman, David Smeal Jr., Kevin Click, Jeremy Zarfos, Andrew May, and Kyla McCarthy rounding out the top 10 in the points. Ooh, boy, it's Halloween out there. It's nice, spooky. Take a look at the race info here. Justin, what catches your eyeball other than the old 69-degree track temperature as well as the heavy blanket of fog over Richmond?
You took the words out of my mouth. The blanket of fog.
It's bad, boys and girls. It's bad.
What? Where did this come from?
I think we had them.
Last night's race was perfect. Tonight we're battling fog. I mean, I don't know what to say.
16-mile-an-hour winds too. I think I saw the drivers talking about it in the text chat.
60.
Oh God, no, we would. Oh God. Well, it might be at the end of it here because the driver's talking about did the Canada wildfires make their way down and into Richmond. We'll take a look at our fired up grid here tonight. Look, none other than it's going to be Caitlin Haight there up on the pole, 20.964. Kevin Click, Austin Mice, very familiar name. Austin is a member here on Stam Studio Network. We appreciate Austin, as well as Tyler Massey at Stam Studio Network row right there in row number 2.
We got Lucas Neal just going to come into the 5th position. Brett Strickler going to bring it home in P6. Well, start P6. Michael Zuber looking for a better run here tonight at Richmond, starting in 7th. Ryan Sword in 8th. Jimmy Barr in 9th. Tyler McCarthy 10th. He got a fast race car last night. Joshua Gayman in 11th. And Justin Gibbs going to round out our top 12.
That old Chad Engel there, 13th position. He'll be starting up there right next to Matthew Fitz there. Matthew, appreciate everything that you do behind the scenes here for the league. Team Sparkle Unicorn Racing will start there 14th. Joshua Sousey, Dean Clavitt, Stephen Oberstadt, David Smeal Jr., Ken Baum Jr., leader of the points there starting 19th. Jeremy Zarfos, Stan Mayberry, Kevin Gibney Jr., Dakota Kuhn, and Brody Green, as well as Andrew May, rounding out our 25 driver field here tonight.
So ought to make for some great racing action. We've seen a lot of different lines last night being examined and ran. So ought to make for some good racing here tonight. A little bit different track conditions than we had the other night as drivers head off of pit road. So we are ever so closely getting ready to get underway here at Richmond.
Trying to level out this fog for us just a little bit here behind the scenes. That's why we're getting the old Google Earth just one more time. But that's just showing you how short of a little D-shaped oval this tough, treacherous track is here at Richmond's Raceway. That wall out there at a turn 2, it'll sneak up on you. It'll bite you. We saw it 1, 2, 3, 4 thrice. Tried to set it up with I don't know, 5 times last night here. Doing what I can to tackle the fog. It's a thick, heavy blanket, but Caitlin Haight and Kevin Click gonna round out that front road. Look no other than Austin Mice, Tyler Massey, 2 very fast drivers last night. They're looking for redemption here tonight from the 7 mile oval raceway.
You'll see everybody gonna get their tires warmed up, ready to go. Gonna get them wound up tight. Ought to make for a great race. That 11, she's up front. She's going to try to sneak away. That 97 and that 17 last night had a lot of steam with our bump and run guys. Let's see if they can replicate that here tonight.
You've waited all a week for it. Here we go. The Turn2Terribles Podcast 200 is underway from Richmond Raceway. We have conditions here tonight that are not only tough for us up in the booth, but as well as the fans alike. Oh, these drivers are going to put on a show. I was going to say we're going to fight for grip. That's Lucas Nilgis already going around.
So that's going to bring out the caution for the first time tonight.
Oh man, I was gonna try to mention that right before it happened there. We're gonna work with some lower temps. These drivers not maybe having the operating temps and pressures in their Goodyear Racing Eagles earlier on. I think this is gonna be a self-induced spin for Lucas. Just try to throttle it up too soon.
Yeah, this track, man, is gonna present some absolutely crazy track conditions. Caution gonna get thrown there. Have a little bit of damage up there on the left front. But I don't think that's nothing race engine. I'm about to break out the duct tape and the Sawzall. Get that squared away. Man, that thing just broke loose on him real quick. Luckily, not a whole lot of damage to that number 3 hot rod. I believe it maybe come in, maybe try to see. That might be one of them quick repairs that, you can do without getting a quick repair, if you know what I'm saying.
You scared me there, but I'm picking up what you're laying down. That's, probably maybe 20, 30 seconds of damage with pace laps being around 40 seconds. I think it's definitely doable.
Yeah, I think, you'll have enough time. Luckily, caution lap's going to count to us tonight because that could lead to a long, treacherous race. But, man, this fog is going to absolutely play a factor in tonight's race.
Speaking of it, real quick, we'll be right back with you on Stam Studio Network. I'm going to try and tackle things once again. I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. Got Justin Yaw with us. We already see the YouTube chat popping off there. And once again, if you're in the vertical chat, make sure you mosey your own way over to horizontal land because we got Terry, we got Carrie, we got Barry, as well as, Kyla McCarthy's down here with us as well. Carrie's wishing everybody, hoping that they are doing well. This is going to be a lot of caution, she thinks. You know what else is going to be a lot of tonight's there? We got some live driver cameras. That is, oh man, we got a big one there. Kyla McCarthy got live driver cam as well as the foot cam happening for him there too.
A lot of different angles to look at here tonight. Lights are off on the pace car. A lot of different angles to look at. A lot of onboards and a lot of looking at it from different angles. And you get to really see the intensity and the guys that locking it in. So ought to make for a really, really good kind of idea of where you need to be at.
All right, up here in the front row is we're going to get the green flag once again for the Turn2Terribles Podcast 200 live from the virtual Richmond Raceway. Caitlin Ate's going to dive it down there into turn 1 once again. Door quarter clear for the race lead, but here comes the battle for P2. Austin Mice is going to look up top. Don't look now. That's Kevin Click, Tyler Massey, and Michael Zuver. Also, look at Brett Strickler, all starting to try to join this battle early on.
Down through turns 3 and 4 they go. Austin hits strand up on the high side. That's the side you do not want to be up, is up top, because that is going to wear those good gears out. He's going to have to play defense, but he can't leave the door open on the bottom too much. Here comes Tyler Massey.
Tyler Massey's going to dive it down the inside at a turn number 3. He had led, I believe, the most amount of laps last night from this very raceway. 50 laps shorter race, but keep your eye on that Stam Studio Network Harvest Ford Mustang. He's shown the pace last night. He's putting qualifying laps down early on in the race. Only 8 laps down out of 200. Still side by side with Kevin Click. Kevin's not going to give up this fight too early, as that Jeremy Zarpos Photography Ford Mustang as well is now going to slot back into place.
They are running it all out here as we are 9 laps into a 200 lap. Oh, Steven Oberstadt going to get sent around there. The Mooresville, North Carolina native. I believe, Shaw, we're going to have a little bit of a tag team back again. It's going to get frisky there. That, I believe he had some assistance, kind of like Russell from up. He helped him cross the road right into the wall.
Well, unfortunately for Steven, anytime that you're going to try and fight that wall, well, it's kind of early on to be singing, but that wall's going to win.
Theme song.
Yeah, play it. That you could also call it
the wall
one against Steven Oberstadt. Man, oh man, you could call it the producer Tater curse, because that was right when I clicked on him. But did you say uh-oh because you think he's got something on his mind?
Here we go. Get it.
Okay, wait for it.
Get it.
All right, I'll help us out. There we go.
Dun.
Ooh, I don't think any old net code happening there, old Justin.
Yeah, I think that's just a excuse me, coming right on through there. Excuse me. That's like the awkward position you put yourself in at the supermarket when you're trying to get by somebody, like, excuse me.
Oh yeah, they got their shopping carts all out. Like, get out the way here. We're gonna hop on board with Ken Baum Jr., who was the guy on kind of on the inside end of it here. He just tries to go down in turn 1, and turn 1 funnels him down there, Justin. Not quite clear. Looks like Stan Mayberry, Kevin Gibney Jr. all into the pits as well.
Yeah, I believe right there that's the old classical tag, you're it, and somebody was not happy.
No freeze tag here tonight either. You'll keep spinning and spinning, especially with these tough, treacherous conditions. Once again, if you're just now joining us, well, first of all, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But we have, it's a thick old blanket of fog here covering the track. Not only does it make it tough for the drivers, the fans, as well as us, but as well as the track conditions. This track is going to take to the rubber just a little bit longer than we're used to seeing. I think this is going to be a completely different race from the bump and run Cup Series race we saw last night here, even though we see some very familiar names still continuing to run up here towards the front.
Yeah. So I would make for a great race. I mean, last night Massey was up front a good portion of that race. You got McCarthy, that was right there also. Austin had a great run, and don't forget about Fitz, last night's P3 runner. So as this race progresses on, look to maybe some of those guys that had the bump and run race last night to maybe get towards the front, as they've already got some laps cut here.
Something we kind of tend to see week in and week out. It's like, it reminds me of drivers running, like, you know, an Xfinity or truck race before the real one on Sunday, except this is the exact same car, the exact same track, a little bit shorter race, but I think an advantage is given. Also shouting out Matthew Fitz, that's 2 weeks in a row this driver's hit a top 10 within the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. And keeping up the good work there, Matthew, as well as on the track, as well as behind the scenes. We're going to get to some more green flag racing this time by Caitlin Haight, Tyler Massey up front, Kevin Click, Austin Mice that second row. How about Michael Zuver and Ryan Sword up in that third one?
away they go as they head back off into 1 and 2. Side by side from second on. Click gonna follow and go up the race just a little bit. Harvest Ford Mustang up to the track just a little bit.
So we're going to run single file for the front three runners, but here comes Austin Mice. Michael Zuber starting to run in as well. Don't look now, but Ryan Sword, Brett Strickler's all starting to join this party. Number 94 having a good run tonight, except he's going to drift up the track. That's a little bit early on to be searching up there. Still side by side for 6th and 7th. Oh boy, Kyler McCarthy looking to stalk and creep at the dungeon tonight. He works his way up to P8, bringing Joshua Salsi right there with him.
Back off into 1 and 2. We're still looking side by side right there for 5th position. Inside, sort on the outside. I believe they're going to get sorted out as they head back off into 3 and 4. Strickler going to fall into the 7th position. You got McCarthy there. You got McCarthy working his way up to P10. Let's take a look at the all boards. Definitely see everybody is locked in right now. Look at the foot cam. Strickler's going to go way up the race.
Contact right there behind him, as well as McCarthy's going to dive it down the inside. Contact with the 38. Brett Strickler, because he's saving. Oh, contact with Fitz. No, Fitzy, nope.
It might play into the advantage here. So, Sean, what are we looking like maybe strategy-wise if we get rolling?
You mug. I knew it was coming. I should have done my homework, but remember, we're on 100% fuel here tonight, other than the old, what is it, 60 to 70% there for bump and run. That's a look on board with Matthew Fitz. We're going to have to rewind this one a bit, but I'll have to double check how many tire sets we have available, or Kyler McCarthy, or maybe Carrie can let us know down in the old YouTube land. Here's where things started to heat up and broil here. The old 38, as well as, where is it here? Well, it was really a snowball effect, because with Justin, there was some beating, some banking, and some boking, and then Matthew Fitz a little bit later on, he gets contact as well.
Take a look, see here, as they come around through there. Zinging around through there. I mean, it's a wonder we didn't have a wreck a little sooner. These guys did an absolutely great job of racing, kept it clean and green around through there.
All right, I'm just going to, sorry. Oh, okay. We'll just bring out the old forklift. All right, there's Matthew Fitz, that white he's got to miss the spinning 38 up there in front, and man, Matthew has nowhere to go, and we got to back it up at least one more time to see what happens to Brett, as he also gets turned as well. Beep!
That baby in reverse. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, McCarthy down the inside. One more look at it here. Oh, I don't know. I mean, McCarthy, he's trying to run kind of that bottom. You have to open up at least the entrance of the corner a slight bit. I don't know if they could put that on the 38 or the 24, Justin, possibly a little racing incident.
Yeah, I think that's just a racing incident, man. You know, you're going to leave the inside open. Somebody's probably going to try to go for it, especially at this place. Passing is such an accommodation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's an accommodation. You got to make the passes happen when you can, and I believe that is what McCarthy did. The door was open. He'd come in, and Strickler tried to close it a little bit late.
Well, speaking of strategy, you asked about it earlier. We only have 3 sets of tires available to us here, so that's going to really compromise these drivers' strategy calls, I believe. Let me pull it up here. So only the highest running driver so far would be Dean Clavitt there in the 56 Chevrolet Camaro. He's back in the 18th running position, but that's got to be just a quick fuel stop there, because I don't think he took tires there this early on in the race.
No, I wouldn't imagine, unless you maybe spun out or something like that. But we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. One set ain't going to kill you as long as you got a set. I believe, go ahead and call it now the arbitrator first. There's going to be a question around lap, I'm going to say anywhere from 150 to 170. We're going to have a late race caution. And somebody's going to come in.
Will we see a longer green flag run this time by Barry Terry Carey, as well as that's about all we got YouTube chat right now. But right now the drivers are going to put some elbows out here, side by side, up from second on back. That's Kyler McCarthy. He's going to dive it down the inside. Don't look now. Here comes that Harvest Stam Studio Network Ford Mustang. This is the first time we've seen this. 25-17 side by side.
Round through there, we're side by side for the second position. Are we under caution again?
Oh no, goodness gracious. All right, let's take a look at it. Yeah, remember, if you're just now joining us, we talked about these tough, treacherous conditions here. It is tough, it is treacherous. There's really no grip to work with here. I think it's going to be Chad Engel that's involved in it.
Let's take a look at it. Chad going to be up there, kind of running out of 3 line with the fence there.
Off the front nose, is that Fitz?
Yeah, I think that was Fitz.
Uh-oh. Well, Chad's going to possibly be throwing a Fitz here tonight because we'll have to take another look at it here. This is just off the race restart. Slow and low it down here for you. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea, man. I guess going to be 35 after that contact there.
He lives somewhere. Probably in the ER if I had to guess after that hit. That was a good one.
Man, it whipped around back on, and definitely I'll be feeling that one in the morning. Is still no takers for pit lane, Justin.
Yeah, nobody really gonna. I mean, we really haven't had that long of a run to kind of test where laps and cars are at to see where you need to be. So I think we'll still have a little bit of a run here before we take off and get going too far. I think right now we're just kind of hanging out where we're at.
I'm right there with you. Your tires are babies. Continuing to baby them on here tonight. As we, not single file, excuse me, we're not double file just yet. You got to shout out old Ken Baum Jr. here tonight. He is tied as our second biggest mover of the race. Keep up your hard work, Ken Baum Jr., as well as continues to lead us within the points for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. Right there, you're looking at the front nose of Andrew May, his purple people leader, Turn2Terribles podcast. That is our race sponsor here tonight, Turn2Terribles podcast 200. Be sure you listen to those guys and keep an eyeball on the old Andrew May machine. He may work his way up into possibly the top 3, maybe even a race win here tonight. Dakota Kuhn right there tied as our second biggest mover, gaining 10 spots. Andrew gaining 13. It's we got to keep an eye on pretty much every single driver tonight, Justin, because remember, Charles Van Swick last night, he wasn't only starting down the race there near the end, but he had to come from the back, not once, but I think twice, maybe even thrice.
I'm going to go D, all the above. He had to come back to the front to the back, middle to the back, middle to the front. You know, a little bit of hay, a little bit of hoe, a little bit of everywhere.
He has a what?
A little bit of hay, hoe. Yeah,
all right.
These folks going to have a lot of work to do. Be fun to watch them try to get back up to the front.
Let's hop on board with the old Michael Zuber this time. I know he's got a live driver cam. Here we go. Green flag is out once again. Mike Zuber up in that top driver camera spot. Justin, you got it side by side. Sorry about it.
No, you get it, man. Here we go. They're side by side. We're looking on board. I believe that's on board, but it's 2024 machine. He's got the 96 in his sights. They go back off into 3 and 4, side by side, from 4th on back. They are not checking up at all.
On board with Zuber there as he looks behind him. There's 2 wide throughout the field. Caitlin 8 continues to lead. Tyler Massey still runs P2. Continues to fight for his life there to party over Kevin Flick. On Spice, he's going to drop a few spots on this race restart. That McConey setup shop. Stam Studio Network machine will fall back to P6. Don't look now, but here comes Joshua Sousey. Ryan Storr starting to have a little bit of pace here as we work some temps, not only within these tires, but as well as brakes as well. If you're just now joining us on the vertical broadcast, come on, join us here on the horizontal one. You can bump up the quality as well. 1440p, 60 FPS, as now we start to run a little more single file through the field.
Boy, they are not checking up as we are side by side pretty much for 6th and 7th. Austin's stuck up there on the outside. He's got to get to the bottom. Trying to maybe play his card of getting back to the inside. No, he's going to stick it up there on the outside still. He is not going to go away without a five. Pretty much single file up front with Massey still in tow right behind Caitlin Haight, Kevin Click, and Mike Super. Got him parking round out your top 5.
Battle still all over the racetrack. How about Stan Mayberry? He's gained 5 spots. I'll call it 4 now. As how about Lucas Nilgis? He dives it down the inside. You still saw some aerodynamic damage on the front nose of that Chevy Camaro. Justin, I think Richmond, it drives kind of like an intermediate short track, if you will. You got the banking to try and work with you, keep that speed, keep that momentum rolling, but that being said, it's that much more aerodynamically dependent. I think it's going to be a tough night for Lucas if he can't get that the hammer out and beat and bang those dents out of the front nose of that Chevy Camaro. As Stan Mayberry might try and dive it down the inside once again.
He is looking for every bit. I mean, Nilgis has got a little bit of damage up there on the hood from that turn 1 incident, the turn 2 incident on lap number 1. So Nilgis going to have to try to battle back to the front there. We got somebody off the pace up down there in the bottom. I think that's David Smill down there on the bottom losing pace. Although maybe coming in going to play the strategy game just a little different than everybody else. I don't know if that's on the bingo card or what.
Yeah, I'm not really showing any damage to that machine as Joshua Gaiman's going to come in as well. So, Justin, you kind of hit the nail on the head with the hammer earlier on in the race, right? I mean, we ran, what, maybe 2 to 3 laps under green flag conditions. All the rest have been yellow. So this has been pretty much a tire and a fuel-saving game so far. It's a really early pit stop. I'm really wondering what the strategy call is there. Oh, yellow flag is out. Yellow flag on the speedway.
Might be a blessing, might be a curse.
Yeah, this. Oh no, is Jimmy Barr involved as well? The Turn2Terribles podcast driver out of Danville, Pennsylvania. I was gonna say real quick. I mean, if you didn't catch the bump and run series last night, the strategy threw us on our head late in that race. There was a couple of guys that were able to stretch the fuel runs, and we had not a surprise winner, but a surprise couple top 2 and 3. That's maybe going to be interesting to keep an eye on here as we take a look at this race replay. Dean Clavitt as well as Jimmy Barr involved. Oh, he's loose as a goose.
Yeah, and Dean just kind of the unfortunate soul that is there to meet his demise. Luckily, I don't think we collect anybody else there, but Jimmy just kind of loses it coming off of turn 2. Going to scuff up the good-looking paint job for that number 12 machine. Don't think that'll put an end to the race, but that'll certainly put a damper on it. He lost it, saved it, lost it. Then Dean said, here, let me clean that up.
There goes Dean around. Oh, the 30. Who was that? I couldn't quite. Is that the 38 of Brett Strickler possibly involved there as well? Nope, not the 38. It was a tan machine. I saw that much. We'll take one more look at it here.
Tan?
Or not tan, excuse, I thought it was gray. Here's Jimmy Barr involved. Here's the 56. Who also gets involved here? The 39, that's who it was. That is not gray at all. Excuse me there, that's Justin Gibbs. Oh, he saved it like a Formula Drift driver there, that Chevrolet Camaro.
What a save.
We'll hop on board with Justin Gibbs, as apparently, I guess I'm colorblind at this point. Apologies for that. Oh! Hang on to it.
Lead the wall helped him out. Wall helped him out, but we ain't going to add that. We didn't see nothing, Justin. Yes, buddy. Good job.
All right, we're going to continue to run single file. We'll be right back with you after a quick break here on Stam Studio Network. Welcome back in here live, Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam, and we have Barry, who listened to us live there in the old YouTube chat. You can press that little gear icon. It's either in the top right or bottom right of your screen. Trust me, you're going to want to bump this quality up here tonight to 1440p, 60 frames a second. Barry's saying, hey, you can actually sort of see the cars now here. Barry, we appreciate it. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network. Justin, this is going to be a great rest of this race. Race fans, hopefully you got the drinks, you got the snacks ready as we are side by side once again. Caitlin Hate's gonna lead them again down into turn 1.
Let's see, I'm gonna try to turn this off. I'll turn this up, see if I can see anything.
But you're about to see the whites of these drivers' eyeballs here, Justin.
Let's take a look, see here. Man, I can see one. Oh wait, I gotta turn my phone on. There's some other guy stared at me, but I had my phone off.
You turn
Boy,
the
they
front
are
camera
racing
on.
hard, side by side for second place. Kevin Click on the inside. Tyler Massey on the outside. Holy cow. Michael Zulu right there in the catbird saying, somebody take the other one out so I can gotta get the position. Massey gonna get stuck up there on the outside. He has got to try to get to the bottom. But he is not going to. He's going to keep it up on the outside as they head back off into 1 and 2.
There goes Kevin Click rounding it out there out of turn number 2. Don't count out Tyler Massey just yet. Sure, this is the first time we've really seen him try and fight it up there. He's not giving up the battle just yet. Don't look now, Michael Zuver starting to join the battle. That Miller Lite number 96 Ford Mustang. I love pressing his driver details because, yep, there you see hometown out of Oakwood, probably old drunk, he says. He's going to dive it down here. Oh, he's going to have it down the inside. 25. Door quarter, got about a car width there between them. Tight out of turn number 4 here. Looks like Michael Zuber, he's gonna put a little bit more wheel in. He's gonna try and sacrifice a little bit more right front and right tire for later in the run, trying to get this pass done. Oh, he gets loose out of turn number 2. Doesn't quite have it here. Here comes Joshua Sousey trying to join the battle as well.
Also looking back there behind Saucy as they head back off of turn number 4. Zuber going to lose the spot for just a moment as he's going to look to the outside. Click going to throw the block. That's going to open the door right there for Saucy to look into the inside of the 96 Hot Rod. Can he make the pass happen? They head back off in turn 4. No sir, Bob, the Miller Lite machine, going to get back to the bottom of the racetrack.
Man, battles all over the racetrack here as our chopper pilot finally got cleared for takeoff here after this slight blanket of fog. Fog has lifted just a little bit. Excuse me, it's not slight, it's a heavy blanket of fog. Oh, Dakota Goon's gonna run wide up there at a turn number 2. Still side by side with Jimmy Barr, who was just involved in that last caution. 56 also trying to make his way up to the pack. That's Dean Klavitz. How about old Kevin Gibney Jr.? He's going to run side by side with Lucas Nilgis. That's Nilgis once again trying to make his way through the pack. Oh, look at the front nose! He's got it all beaten, banged out.
That's Richmond for you, baby. You're going to have a couple of battle scars. And I mean, just like Richmond, just like Barton, you're going to have battle scars. You raced hard here, and Lucas is not going to go away without a fight. Looking at in there, the number. What is that, 22, I think?
Yeah, that's 22, the purple people leader, Turn2Terribles. Ford, got a mouthful there for the old Andrew May, but man, that's big because Lucas Nilgis got his aerodynamic damage fixed here, Justin. I think we're going to continue to see Lucas work his way up through the field after starting 5th. He definitely has the pace, but we're still side by side up here for 4th and 5th. That's Joshua Sousey, Michael Zuber. Here comes Kyler McCarthy. Knock, knock, knocking on that back bumper. He's going to be on the inside now across the stripe.
They come back into turns 1 and 2. Zuber going to be stuck up there on the outside, not where he wants to be, but you're going to have a little bit of run coming off there. Can you get by McCarthy, or McCarthy's going to have the nose in there? Zuber going to get back to the bottom as they work through turns 3 and 4. Back around through here we go. Oh, big move right there out of the 96. That's going to open the door for the tour of McCarthy to come back in, and don't look now, but the 97, Austin Mike's back into the fold of the picture, as he is trying to get right back up into the creep of things. Had a great run last night, had a couple of incidents later on in the race, kind of put him towards the back. So Austin looking for a little rebound. The Hans Kansas. Good gracious alive. Words are hard. Oh my gosh. As they work their way back through here. Austin looking for a door to go through.
Christ! Did you see what that was? That was like 4 wide up there. I knew that wasn't going to work. Mayberry hard into the inside safer barrier.
Oh, maybe. I miss maybe. Sitting on a porch, drinking ice cold cherry.
Oh, off the front nose of the sharp Chevy Camaro of the 39 of Justin Gibbs that time. That's going to be some pretty detrimental damage for the old stand. Mayberry.
Yeah, that one the old damper on the night right there.
Oh, watch, this is going to be hold your wrist. Oh, he's going to be feeling that one tomorrow.
Bang. Boop, bang, boom.
Let's hop on board with Stan this time, and just listen in here because it's going to get violent. Ooh. All right, you're going to have to hit up the old chiropractors. We're going to have to hit up the old pit crews here, Justin. We have pit stops finally starting to ensue. 56 laps down in this race. Looks like Caitlin 8 will bring them all in. Kevin Click, Austin Mice will have to see this battle off of pit lane. Oh, God dang it. Cameraman, Billy Bob, where you at? There we go. Let's see this battle off of pit lane. Caitlin 8's going to... I can't say that. She's going to win the race off of pit lane. Looks like Tyler Massey, 25. The 17 follow. Kevin Click, Joshua Sousey, Kyler McCarthy, Michael Zuver, Austin Mice, and Ryan Sword, our top 10 out of the pits.
So we'll re-rack them, restack them, get them ready to go again. Great racing off of pit road. We'll have some new players up here towards the front. Some people trying a little bit of a strategy call. It's going to put Ken Baum here up front. We're actually going to see Caitlin behind the 8 ball just a little bit. She's led a lot of this race, but now she's going to have to work her way through some traffic and see if she can get back to the front. Ken Baum going to be leading us around as we get ready to take the green flag here shortly.
Man, Justin, this is going to be a fun one to watch because Ken Baum Jr. and Jimmy Barr here, 2 Turn2Terribles podcast drivers here. That's once again the sponsor of the race. If you're just now joining in, if you're, I know I see 5 of you chilling out right now in the old vertical broadcast. Come on here over in the horizontal land. We don't bite, as well as once again bump the old quality of the broadcast to 1440p, 60 frames a second with that gear icon. But I bring up here Ken Baum Jr. and Jimmy Barrier, Justin, because these drivers, they did pit on lap 38, so their tires aren't completely shot and corded just yet. But remember last night, it was at the flip of a switch where basically once your tires are gone, they're gone. We saw like 3 to 4 spins within, 1 to 2 laps. Separate spins, might I add.
I think there was like a 2-lap period of about 6 spins, all at about the same point. It's like somebody took some water here and spun it around, and next thing you know, everybody was going for a ride out there. So, if you're over in the vertical broadcast, come on over to the horizontal. We may bite. I got that dog in me. I may bite a little bit. But they gonna be bad. Looking for wah-wah. Ow!
You know who else has that dog in her? It's gonna be old Caitlin 8. She's gonna start in the inside row of row number 2. But it's gonna be Ken Baum Jr. who leads him down into turn number 1. He's already missing his teammate. Where did he go? Oh no! He's out of the wall.
You wanna know where he's going?
Oh, that's who it is.
Wall.
Oh,
got a great conversation with the wall, and now they've discussed it. Now he's going to the pits.
Does that count as the Sean and Tater curse here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Goodness, we got the YouTube chat popping off here. Now, I'll have to check it here under this caution as here's the cause of it. Nope, that's, Justin, we're not even going to count that because we got to rewind and restack them, restack them and redack them here. I don't know where I'm going. Jimmy Barr here, he's going to start on the outside road. Does he miss a gear? Let's listen in. No, he didn't miss a gear. Checks up there in turn 1 and around he'll go. I don't know, that's what I see. See, there's really nothing that really sorts out here until turn 1, and then look at this difference in braking zone here possibly. I don't know, Justin.
Let's take a look, y'all, and see here. I think it was already trying to come around on him. I think that's just a overcorrectness. I mean, that's just a move that anybody's going to make. You're spinning around right there.
And remember, they're on older tires as well.
Yeah. So I think that's just, let's go on board. That might give us our best bet there.
With the 81 or 12?
The 12.
Alrighty.
I don't know. He may have had a little help right there from 81, that overhead shot. I'm glad the fog kind of rolled out, so Jim Bob up there in the Goodyear blimp helped us out. Really stretching the gears there. Let's see. On the brake, on the brake, on the brake.
It's like a merry-go-round right there, man. I'm about to get all dizzy up here in the booth.
Somebody didn't pay the fee to ride the merry-go-round.
I think after that.
Sean, you got $1 I can borrow to ride the merry-go-round?
I don't. They take tickets around here, man. I don't know. They don't let me to pay them in no dollars.
No, we just got the carnies where I have the teeth and half the bolts in the machine to do our fares around here with the merry-go-round.
Now that's something.
Can't live it to you. At least got a deep fried Oreo.
All right, real quick here. I know it's probably not the best time for it, but I want to go as far through the field as I can really quick. Ken Baum Jr., he makes his way up through the race lead. Caitlin Hates, after leading just about every single lap here tonight, she's going to start up here in P number 2. Tyler Massey, he's been one of our front runners, not only last night, but as well as tonight. He's continuing to have his podium run going for him. Kevin Click, another Turn2Terribles podcast driver. Jeremy Zarfos photography on the right and left rear quarter panel has had the pace here tonight. Kyler McCarthy gained 5 spots. Joshua Sousey gaining 9 spots since the drop of the green flag. That's our top 6 runners. Austin Weiss is starting to join the battle as well. Green flag is out once again for the Turn2Terribles podcast 200. Side by side there in turn number 1. Expect to see Caitlin Hates start to show some space, starting to show some distance here earlier on. But it's Ken Baum Jr. who continues to lead in turn 3 and 4.
If you want to try to get past Caitlin, you're going to have to do it now. She's stuck on the outside, and that you can't let her get to the inside because that is where she was making her bread and butter up there.
Oh, look at Massey down the inside for the race lead.
Massey to the bottom with a run. Oh, goodness, but Ken Baum going to battle back on the outside. As he head off into turns 3 and 4. Ken going to have to try to get to the bottom right here. If he can't, gonna have to throw a block on Caitlin. This Caitlin's gonna be right there on the bumper. Nope, Ken gonna leave it up there on the outside. Look at the Click, gonna run up. Yeah, oh my good gosh. 25's dead. 25 is dead.
That was the infamous sound that you hear in iRacing when somebody is unfortunately, how do I say this? Broken a wrist, we'll call it here. That was a big one there for Kevin Click.
Wrist, neck, back, crack.
All of it above.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, my
Some
God.
lucky fan did you see the fender come off? Some lucky fan. The infield's going home with a souvenir toy.
Well, he's going home with a souvenir toy about welded to his skull there as he wrecked Mach 2. Look at the 29. Oh, everybody who goes high after that, man. Well, anybody goes low or high. Just anybody who doesn't hit the 25, which is everyone. Nice evasive action here. What happened?
A lot more race cars. Let's go on board. I think that's going to be the tail of the tape. I'm wondering if maybe his line, he rolled it in just a little bit too deep, and it just started. When it did, just the overcorrect, man. And I mean, that's not a position like, let's see, he rolls it in, there's no one around him, that thing just covers the ground. You know, 24 packed a little bit of dirty air on him, but I think that's just a classic case of, you know, just it starts spinning, you try to overcorrect, or you try to correct, and it just spins hard right, and not a whole lot you can do there.
Golly, one of the hardest impacts we've seen throughout, I even think this season, for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. Let's real quick check on all YouTube lands. I got to start here where I can catch up here. Let's see. Evening Phyllis is Kyler McCarthy. Hello Feet. Apparently Kyler's new nickname is Feet. Terry guessed the cautions amount on 13. I'm impressed the fog isn't as bad as it was at the start. That's a damn good point. Come on, feet. They all want to see the Pete. Let's see. It's all about the feet. All right. I don't know. I guess we'll give it to him.
Y'all a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, I don't. You got me beat with the feet here. I don't know what's. I don't know.
But we'll get the people at home what they want.
I think that's what makes a good producer, separate to a great producer, you could call it here. How about old Ryan Sword? He's having himself a good night as well, continuing to stick with us in the driver cams, as well as old Mike Zuber. Where's the old Miller Lite can at here? That number, where's he at? Oh no, where is Zuber? Hang on here. There he's at. Michael Zuber. He's going to start in the old number 9 position here for the number 96 Miller Lite Ford Mustang. We're almost halfway to go here, Justin. 70 out of 200. Speaking of giving the fans what they want here, I think we give them an old crank it up on this race restart. Give them the sights and sounds of these V8 engines roaring to life in these next-gen machines.
I think we very much so give these folks at home a good old crank it up when this thing starts kicking off.
Each and every single one of you have only just deserved it here from week in and week out since we've started for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Series. Here we go. Take at it. Go ahead and crank this puppy up. This is your one and only warning. Go ahead and slowly crank this back down because we got some really nice side-by-side here. I don't know how long it's going to last here at Richmond. These tires, once again, they're your babies. We only got 2 or 1 more sets of them left here in the pits. That's number 95, Dakota Kuhn up top. Here comes Andrew May as well as Brett Strickler. Andrew May is going to work back at the P13 after what was a nice start in the race. Oh no, Caitlin Hayes. Oh, that scared me there. She was off the pace, but a little bit of an internet leak there. No harm, no foul.
She's racing hard right now. She's probably running second, ran first and most. Now she's got to try to get around John Massey as Massey's inherited the lead. Caitlin right there in the back window. How about Saucy? Running third, Kid Baum in fourth, Kyler McCarthy in fifth, kind of running through about 5 there. Let's give a shout to Ryan Sword, having a great night so far right there in the 6th position. That 94 machine having a heck of a show. A couple weeks ago, got his first podium of the year. Got in there, he's with us, I believe, over at Iowa.
Another driver with a really good run here tonight is Jeremy Zarfos himself. Oh, Sean and Taylor Kerr's going to strike here tonight, almost halfway through it. 29's going to get a little friendly with the outside wall, excuse me. There comes Matthew Fitz. He gets friendly with that quarter panel of the 38. Brett Strickler says, I'm not done here. 38's going to dive it down the inside. Oh, boy. Oh, is he clear? Not quite. Matthew Fitz isn't done with this battle as well. Here comes Fitz down the outside as we have another driver. That's Andrew May into the wall. We're going to stick with this battle on here. Matthew Fitz. He's got to just concede it there as looks like Brett Strickler. He's just trying to work his way back up to where he started, and that would be in P6 after running P11 right now.
We are still side by side back here as we're looking at Stan Mayberry.
Justin Gibbs up
back
in
here.
front.
Yeah. They are side by side going at it hard here. Mayberry doing everything he can try to do, get beside the 39 and maybe try to make the pass happen.
Oh!
Send it off in the turn he wanted to. Holy cow, he sent that baby off in there. Here comes 39. Comes back to the inside, but maybe they're going to have the run and the momentum. He'll look for the next position.
Back and forth, cat and mouse here tonight from Richmond Raceway. If you're just now joining us, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Subscriber number 1, just as important as subscriber number 866. Now we are working upwards of 1,000 here. Tell your neighbor, tell your grandma, tell your kitty cat down there. If you have to make a YouTube account for him, that is A-okay as well. We're continuing to bring you some really nice racing within the iRacing universe. As Austin Mice, he's going to fall back to P11 as he tries to reel in Matthew Fitz, Ken Baum Jr. Remember, the difference in pit lap here, Ken Baum Jr., he started this race restart on older tires. So did was that Jimmy Barr up there also with them. Ken Baum Jr. is going to fall back to 9th. Jimmy Barr back to 21st after going for a little bit of a slip and slide on his older tires in the turn 1.
Baum slowly starting to kind of trickle back here. I think the tires are almost talking about starting to kind of go away there. That number 2 hot rod. He is kind of following like a man with a rock tied to his ankle in the lake.
Sing it, Bob Sager.
Start
like a
rock.
You can see those pit stop strategies in the bottom right of your screen. The top 5 runners, 7 on all lap 55. Oh, well now it's 7.
Yeah, Lucas, pretty much that whole top. Yeah, 7 pretty much all on the same strategy. But look at Saucy up 12th position. Great there for him. Got a good looking race car. Good. And he was right on the back bumper of Caitlin Haight. They are working their way around through the deep shape over. That is Richmond Raceway.
Oh, Caitlin!
And they're going to go way off the racetrack. Oh, my goodness. Side by side. The second Rich can Saucy get the pass. He's going to clear it, but here comes Haight back on the inside.
Yeah, Justin, you talked about the dirty air, and you start to get tight there the closer that you get behind the driver. That's, closer you get to the rear bumper of the driver up there in front of you. Even with these next-gen machines that are running the short track package with no rear diffuser, I mean, how hard is it right now? Well, Joshua, he packed that air on Caitlin's rear bumper, but now as your Caitlin, as we're on board with her here, how hard is it to try and reel back in Joshua now that he has a lot more cleaner air than you?
Yeah, I think right now you just got to try to put the gap between you. Caitlin's got a fast hot rod. You've got to try to get to the lead. He is slowly cutting at that lead and trying to run down Tyler Massey. Right now, he's kind of creeping up the racetrack just a little bit. You want to try to get right there towards the wall as you head off. So here, Kate. You'll hear him shift through the gears there, so go back off into 1 and 2. You'll come up the fifth, rotate your corner pretty easily there. Just try to maintain this gap. Make Massey kind of work for it, keep him right there in your sight, but don't let him get too far away.
Now, something I want to really try and reprimand and put in here to really, maybe somebody who doesn't really, I guess you could say, play or drive iRacing as common as these guys do here. Somebody like Tyler Massey, he's going to take a race like last night that you could call got away from him. That's tough to sleep after a race like that. You spend so much time and effort trying to put lap after lap after lap, not only within the race, but as well as hours of practice before it. Tyler Massey, he's a driver that's not really going to let that one go away from him here, and we're going to continue to see Tyler Massey show the speed, show the racecraft, as well as show the distance on his pit stop strategy. He is on that winning stop strategy here as Joshua Saucy moves up to P2, Caitlin Haight back to P3, McCarthy up to P4, but just real quick, got a shout out to Tyler Massey each and every single week, as well as you see it down there on the bottom scroll. There's quite a bit of drivers now that have started to support Stam Studio Network as YouTube members. Tyler Massey is one of them, that Harvest Ford Mustang, as well as Austin Mice, that Stam Studio Network affiliated driver, runs 12th right now.
Looking at the R right there. 12, he's got some work to do right there to catch up Jeremy Zarfos. Right there in that slick, number 29 Ford Mustang. Just trying to get back to the top 10. Scraping the wall is not going to do it. It's just going to be the setup shot there on the left, on the right side. Scraping that wall, and going to rotate way up the racetrack. Turns 3 and 4.
the old purple people leader, Andrew May. He's continuing to slice and dice his way through the pack here tonight. We're almost halfway down, halfway to go. We're gonna do what they say can't be done there in the old Smokey and the Bandit. We'll be right back with you in our Stam Studio Network. Go ahead and enjoy the sights and sounds once again of these NASCAR Next Gen machines ripping through Richmond Raceway. About old Kyler McCarthy. He just passed Ryan Sword up here for the battle for P4. Kyler McCarthy, he's another driver from the Bump and Run Cup Series. He continues to work his way through the race pack, and I know that the old fans are probably begging for a tear. Go ahead and enjoy the old, here, 1 second here. Oh. Hang on, wait for it. There you go. I know what the fans are wanting here tonight. Wait for it. There you go. Take it all in while you have it here, race fans. I know it.
Choke it up. Choke it up.
Look at the smoothness. Yes, we see the ballerina effect going on to that throttle and brake as well. But in all seriousness, though, Justin, that's what it takes to run one of these clean, green, and mean NASCAR next-gen machines around Richmond Raceway. You start to put a little bit too much brake in it, you lock up, you start to put a little bit too much throttle in it, well, then your night will be over. So it really is a game of ballerina technique on those brake and throttle pedals.
You gotta make sure to take care of your hot rod. Don't wear out those Goodyear Eagles too quick. And don't get on the brake too hard, because that's when you'll lock it up, spin it out, and try to make sure you can rotate that thing through the corner and have a good exit off.
Kevin Gibney Jr., a slight incident here for the 31. So I'm not showing a caution on the racetrack, but as he continues to run up here higher, oh my God. What in the name of Mother of Pearl, everything and that is holy? Nacho Libre, what? What happened?
Anaconda squeeze.
He anaconda squeezed that brake pedal all right. I mean, here, he ran up at the marbles there out of turn number 4. What? Did something just break instantly for the 31? We're going to have to... Oh, man, Kevin. All right, we'll get back to some live racing.
All right, boys. Peace out.
Real quick, let's... Hang on here, Justin. Tyler Massey continues to lead the race. He's continuing to make some lap traffic right now over... Oh, I was going to see if we had old Kevin Gibney Jr. in the Discord. No, I was about to ask him. Okay. Well, lap traffic continues to be a factor here tonight, Justin. Tyler Massey continues to lead. Just over halfway to go. That's the 95 Dakota Coon Next driver to go down a lap will be the 91 into turn number 1. And here comes Tyler Massey right in the camera view now. Joshua Salsi P2. Caitlin Hates continues to run third after possibly spending her right front a little bit too early.
They are still racing hard. Massey opened up the gap by about 5/10 of a second over Saucy. Caitlin Haight just about 6/10 back or so. Looking back through the field here, Zarfo's right here. Looking for Lucas Nilges. Lucas, remember early on in the race, spun out on lap 1 and slowly kind of made some ground back up, but he kind of hit a brick wall there as you got Jeremy looking to the inside. The 3 going to have a little bit of company there. The inside, so he's going to scrub the wall. Jeremy Zarfo's looking for P8. Can he get by and he'll make the pass? Jeremy Zarfo's to P8.
I know we have quite a few returning viewers as we start to see these brake rotors glow. That brings us back to the old barbecue conversation of last night here. You could, they might be a little bit of rubber taste and might a little bit of some brake rotor taste and steaks that you could cook up on them here. But Justin, I got to bring up a question back in live YouTube chat. We have 17 viewers right now on Horizontal Land. A question that we asked that I forgot to check the answer to. Let us know what track is closest to you. Obviously, mine here being Circuit of the Americas down here, Austin. Justin, I believe yours up there, the old high banks of the super speedway of Talladega. But let us know down there in the old YouTube land. And I asked that because I want to segue it into the next question, not only for YouTube land, but as well as you, Justin, some more side-by-side in front of us. But what kind of style of track is your favorite to race with here in the sim?
And I'm just a sucker for the super speedways. You give me Daytona, you give me Talladega. I mean, give me Atlanta. Oh, buddy. Some good bump draft racing. Oh, yeah, all day. Class on Sunday.
Guild. I guess for hosted and league races, it's no problem. But Justin, you start breaking some official races at some super speedways. Man, oh man, you're probably looking at a lot lost for me. Let's see what we got all down.
Give me some good short tracks. Give me a good late model race somewhere like Five Flags, Hickory, something like that on official. That's some good fun out there. Or the mini stocks probably still one of my favorite classes on here.
We got Kerry saying Texas Motor Speedway closest to him. Been up there not once, not twice, thrice, but maybe even thrice at this point here. Kyla McCarthy, of course, out there out of Fort Worth, I believe. Kerry is the lady there that keeps things all happening for the McCarthy household. Appreciate everything that you do, Kerry, and that's a good track to live up there by, but she says the Daytona road track is actually her fave. That's, I still gonna make my way up to her.
I'm not hating it, Kerry. Not necessarily my choice, but a choice nonetheless.
I've been up there to the Oval at Daytona, but I think that the Daytona 24-hour is definitely on my list. Maybe a little SSN meetup over there at the Daytona sometime here. Oh, contact!
Give it up! No, who's that?
Andrew May and Andrew May and Chad Engel there trading pain out of turn number 4.
What a save. What a save.
Justin, we've seen how many overcorrections here tonight. This is not an easy save to make as netcode. The bad word's gonna make the most of it here tonight. No contact, but contact with the internet connections is what sends the 22 around.
What a save there by May. I mean, that could have been badly. He could have punted the 35 straight into the pit.
Especially not only the netcode here, but when they come back together here, dunk. Boy,
that's another, probably 20, 30 foot backwards. That's probably the 35 caution.
It's for that incident we were just looking at. Okay.
Everybody coming in here getting some fresh good years.
Well, that really is going to break up the strategy, Justin. Something that we tend to see within this full throttle performance next gen sim racing series is some green flag runs, but I don't think we're going to get one here tonight, especially on 100% fuel. It'll be interesting. Will these drivers take their second to last set, their last set, as well as who? I can't say that. Who wins the race off of pit lane here tonight?
Let's take a look. See here.
There's cameraman Billy Bob. Come on, let us know who's got it.
Let's
Who's
take a
got
look.
it?
See.
Oh, Tyler Massey at the line.
That was a close one. I think Saucy got second. Caitlin going to be third. So Caitlin going to have the preferred line there over Saucy. So can she make the action happen to try to get back up there? Or is it going to give her second there?
All right, so Massey leads them all off, but except for okay, there goes Brody Green, the number 91. Is that the Clark? What is the little small logo? Come on. Okay, wait for it. Okay, the Clark Motorsports machine for the Chevrolet Camaro. Brody Green is going to come down pits this time, so we're going to re-rack them, restack them. Looks like Austin Mice will get the wave around, as well as I believe that's Justin Gibbs as well. Justin, who's possibly your not? Yeah, you could call him it. Yeah, who's your race pick to win here tonight?
I think I'm going to go with the 17. Tyler Massey's had a lot of speed. Had a lot of speed last night in the bump and run. He's got a lot of speed here in the full throttle, so I think I'm going to stick with that number 17, Harvest Ford Mustang out front.
That's goodness. I wish we had a closer camera view on that. Just a match. So nice of a paint scheme here. That Harvest Stamp Studio Network Ford Mustang.
Just because it's got Stamp Studio Network on the side.
No, not even, because it's got. If it was light outside. Oh, okay. Well, I may be a little biased. Yes, Justin, you're right, but it almost looks like. You can't see it. Okay, well, you got me beat this week. I'll take you on next week from. Oh no, we'll be under the lights again next week. Looks like the fog is going to lift here tonight, though. Caitlin 8, Tyler Massey is going to start out up front. Let's see. Kerry saying we still got close to the end of the race. Yes, this is our 9th caution. That was a number. I think it was 10th mentioned there in the old YouTube chat. Lap 122 out of 200. Here we go. Green flag is out once again from Richmond Raceway. Connor McCarthy, he's door quarter clear. He's going to dive it down the. Oh, I thought he was going to take the inside. Cycles it back out. Opens up the entry for the exit on turn number 4. Oh, we got one spinning. 2 spinning. Matthew Fitz, Ryan Sword involved.
I don't think Sword got the wall. I know Fitz kind of nudged her in the back there, but I think it'll be all right.
He did what to her?
Rear end damage. He run her in a little deep.
All right, let's see how deep he went with her here. Matthew Fitz there about middle of your screen. Driver 69 as well as Ryan Sword also involved. Oh, what happened?
Big check up here.
Oh, the 94 lost it. Matthew nowhere to go, man. Come on now. Here's one more look at it. Things happen pretty quick here at Old Richmond, don't they, Justin?
Very, very quickly. And this place not very big, so you got to watch where you're looking at, because I think Fitz was just kind of spinning also, and he kind of just tagged the 94s. He was spinning out also, but this place not very big, so you've got to have your eyes and ears open, listen to that spotter, because it can go a lot of different ways real quick.
All right. We're going to take a quick break here on Stamp Studio Network. We'll be right back with you up here. Sean Stam, Justin Yaw up here in the booth. We're going to take a quick break.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. My name's Sean Stam. Got the one, the only, the Justin Yamentator up here co-commentating with me. Welcome back into the Turn2Terribles podcast 200 for 200 laps of racing, 150 miles of it. Fog has finally cleared from the Raceway. Tyler Massey, Joshua Sousey going to lead them up here on this race restart. Don't look now, but Caitlin Haight, she makes her way up here into the third position after finishing P2 just a week ago from Watkins Glen. Caitlin Haight, she's going to continue to be a driver that we keep an eye on. So is Kyla McCarthy right there, driver of the fourth position, starting outside of the second row. Michael Zuver, Brett Strickler starting third row. Here we go, green flag racing once again. Richmond Raceway.
They head back off into turn 1 and 2. Massey going to have advantage up front. Zuver clear back in the fifth here. Caitlin Haight going to be able to clear it for second. He's also going to try to get to the bottom. Start wrapping the corner, try to see if he can get second back. And Caitlin here side by side back here with Michael Zuber and Kyler McCarthy, both looking to get to the third position. They got one around.
Got one around. Confirm it. Who guessed 13? I'm going to have to scroll up here in the old YouTube chat. I think it was Carrie who guessed 13. Oh, we also had a really good buddy over here earlier on the YouTube chat. Ali, if you're still joining in here with us, Try4, appreciate it, man. And we'll take a look at the incident here for Brody Green. Uh-oh, that was it self-induced again? Yeah, that thing's already around on him, isn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe he caught a little bit of the curve right there. Caught a little bit of that apron. It'll send you spinning every time.
Hop on board with him here this time. Man, you're right, Justin. It's not only Daytona you hit that apron and it'll send you out and around. Well, it's also here at even a shorter track like Richmond. Going to get the caution thrown again here tonight for the 11th time. We will be, okay, yeah, we'll be right back with you here on SSN after just another quick break.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here, Stam Studio Network. Sean Stam, Justin Yaw up here in the booth. Tyler Massey, how about it? That Harvest Ford Mustang Stam Studio Network machine continues to lead them out here up front. Caitlin Haight continues to run second position. Joshua Sousey, Michael Zuver, and Kyla McCarthy continue to run our top five.
Same face has been up front all night. Could that change as we dwindle down in the lap count? Be interesting to see. But man, a lot of great racing here tonight so far. The lights are on and they shine the brightest at night, and because the track is lit, to quote the great Lightning McQueen.
Hey, there's lights on the old iRacing safety pace car, but yep, lightning, and you were right, Justin. It's all stickers here tonight.
It's because the track is always lit.
You know who else is? Every battle here tonight that we've seen side by side through the field. We're going to get it once again. Here we go. Green flag is out from Richmond to Raceway. Lap 134 coming to 135. Caitlin H. She's going to try and dive it down the inside, but there's contact for third and fourth. Michael Zuver, he's searching after the top line. Is there grip finally there, or is there too much tire rubber accumulated? Jeremy Zarfos is going to try the top as well. Kyler McCarthy looking down the inside.
You've got to try to shut this gap out. You know, Caitlin Hayes got a fast number 11 Chevrolet Camaro. So if you're Massey, you've got to get that Mustang out front and get away as fast as you can. Run as fast as you can. That 11, she can make the ground up quick, but don't count out that 81. He has been right there for the picking all night long as he was looking to go to work on this 11.
Oh, Zuver!
Zuver, saver.
Zuver does save her with the save of a century here tonight. What a battle and what a save, especially for him not to get into Ryan Sword's rear bumper as well. Side by side from 6th and 7th, 8th and 9th on back. Lucas Nilgis, Dean Clavitt. Look at Dean, that Chevrolet Camaro. He works his way back up to P7, looking out to the inside for P6. Lucas Nilgis joins the battle as well. Both of these drivers had some really nice pace here tonight, but just not quite able to work their way through the field with all of these cautions. We got another one, Matthew Fitz, involved this time.
Well, there's 12. Can we get to 13?
Let's see it here. The old Fitz magic machine. He's going to try and run the outside into 1 and 2. 39 dives it. Oh, that's a little too deep there into the corner for Matthew. I think around the rear end's going to go. Where it stops, nobody knows. I'll tell you, it's the outside safer barrier at least. Gulp. I don't know, Justin. That's just what I see. What you see happening down here in turn 1.
Let's take a look, see. Everybody get our glasses out. Let's see.
Oh!
Yeah, I think he's in a little hot and got on the brakes a little too much, and it just over-rotates the car. Not a whole lot you can do there. Great save. That could have been head first. We had another Kevin Quick accident. But great save from Fitz there. I know it's going to kind of put a damper on the night for him, but could have been a lot worse. You still got a car that can probably finish this race. May not get the top 5, but it'll still finish the race. Nonetheless, get you good points.
Justin, I'm glad that you do bring up points here because as we're still single file, we can take a quick glance at those old little pointy machines. You got Ken Baum Jr. who continues to lead them, but I mean, with Ken Baum right now, let's see where he's running, in the 8th position. Sure, he's up 11 spots, but could it be Caitlin Hates' night to possibly steal away the points lead for Lady Liberty Motorsports? Joshua Salsi up there running 3rd in the points. Lucas Nilgis. Lucas runs 6th place tonight right now. Joshua Gaiman, he's had himself a really nice run. David Smeal, Kevin Click, Jeremy Zarfos, Andrew May, and Kyler McCarthy once again running in the top 10. The unupdated points here before this race has started tonight. Tyler Massey, though, how about it? That Harvest Dam Studio Network machine is going to continue to lead the pack, possibly right now flirting with as many laps as Caitlin Hates has led earlier on in the race.
So we'll get them restacked here shortly and see what we can do. Man, great racing all around tonight. I know it's been kind of a caution-filled race, but man, we've seen a lot of side-by-side action here tonight. And I don't believe we're done with that. Not in the slightest.
You chose Tyler Massey, right, for your race pick winner. Was that right? You chose the 17?
Yeah, I chose 17. 17. Give me 17.
Okay, I was too fixated on trying to get back to YouTube chat about missing them last night in their home tracks, but I think for my race pick winner, we got everybody rooting for the old feet here tonight, but I'm going to take not Caitlin Hates, which would probably be the favorite, but I'm going to take the Nitro machine. He's got his teammate starting right there behind him. Give me Joshua Salsi start here on the outside line, driver 81. red, white, and blue machine. He's going to try his best to send it down the outside, but Tyler Massey, he gets an immaculate start on the gas. Through the gears we go, back into turn one. Oh, here comes Sousey. He's clear down the inside. He's going to make the outside line work. Kyler versus Caitlin for P3 on back.
Yeah, you're really going to see some folks back here as they get kind of singled out here. And they're going to have the inside line is back through there. A lot of side by side for third position, side by side for fifth position.
Look at old Brett Strickler.
Oh. Yeah, how about Nivens though? He is a car that is beat up, worked his way back up here with the cautions, and he's currently looking to get to the top five.
Save it. What a save. Brett Strickler, that thing was just a yacht out there, man. Holy guacatoolies.
It was. That could have been badly, but it did not. Goodness.
Oh, that's, I think, a little bit after the save there, but there you can see just how much speed, how much momentum you lose, even after a small incident like that. Real quick, here's a look at Brett Strickler's save here, coming into 3 and 4. The track he goes. Here comes Lucas, gonna tag the inside. There he goes, straightens it back out. Oh, look at this, Justin.
Almost side by side for the race lead. Saucy is not going away. That 17 is not going to give up quite easily. Saucy will be right there, ready to go if the opportunity presents itself. He is right at the back door of the 17. They're not going to give an inch to neither one of the other one, as we are almost to 50 laps less to go.
This is big because it's not only Massey versus Sousey, but it is pretty much Justin versus Sean as well up here on the racetrack. Stam Studio Network affiliated driver Joshua Sousey. He's trying to catch up with the old SSN Harvest Ford Mustang of Tyler Massey. Massey right now has the best lap of the race. His last lap time was about 0.2 of a second faster. Excuse me, if we look at a lap time differential between our two front runners, that is Massey. He's only faster lap 140. Excuse me. That's Sousey only faster lap 144. Massey continued to run away, but it's only by tenths to thousandths of a second at a time here tonight.
They are not giving up. Sousey kind of fading back now. Massey opened up the gap by about 0.4 there. Sousey waiting in the wings. If just saying, if Massey has a little bit of a bobble or something like that, Sousey is going to be right there to jump on it.
Man, that's a lot of green and red there for not only Tyler Massey there. Now it's looking like Valentine's Day because that is all red for second place. Sousey continues to lose time. Right now it's looking like Christmas time there. A little bit of green, little bit of red there in the lap time history. The last 5 laps for Joshua and Kyler McCarthy. Kyler, he was faster lap 146, 147. He continues to be slower though those last 2 laps. Even after passing Caitlin Haight, did he put too much pressure, too much temperature in those right side Goodyear Racing Eagles trying to get around that battle for P3? I think so.
We head back off in a 1 and 2. I just work here, man. We just work here. We head back off in. Caitlin's car kind of fell off just a little bit. She might be trying to conserve some tire for the end of this run. We might not get enough caution here. But she's trying to conserve a little bit of tire, have a little bit there at the end. She got to keep them boys reeled in or they're going to get too far out. There goes Austin Meister inside of Michael Zuber for the 9th position.
Man, that's sort of yin and yang right there. Austin Mice, he continued to gain gaps here, gain positions later on in this sort of last 50-lap run of the race. Michael Zuber continues to lose spots after that very nice save earlier on in the race, but man, oh man, he's trying to fight right now for that final position of the top 10. There goes Austin Mice. Right now, he's got the Orion sword in his sights up there. Battle for P9.
They are side by side, not giving an inch. Austin going to get away right here on Ryan's sword as he kind of looks at him. He's going to keep it up on the outside.
Walk us through it, Justin. How do you make a pass at a short track like Richmond?
Well, right there, what you could do is maybe get on the brake just a little bit, but make sure the car rotates very good. And maybe try to look to the inside. You got to really set your passes up. You can't just kind of dive bomb it in there unless you want to take the other guy out. You could be that guy. We also refer to that guy as a butthole, but you can be that guy if you want to be him. But you really got to set your passes up. Don't let the guy get too far out. So we're going to have a better run coming off it too, but here comes Austin back to the inside there. He's got somebody knocking on the back door there. He's got to kind of try to look in the rear view and look ahead. He's not going to let him get too far away.
And that's easier said than done, right? Because not only are you trying to hit your marks as, oh, Austin Mikes, he hits his marks all right, scrapes the outside wall there. Not only are you trying to pass the car up there in front of you with 30% less downforce on your front nose, but like you said, Justin, you got Michael Zuber starting to creep as in your rear view mirror as well. As here comes Austin Mice. Does he have a move down the outside? Let's see here, heading into 3 and 4. I wanted to show a real special graphic I have real quick, but looks like Austin Mice is going to continue to fight it out there on the outside, so I'll have to wait for it here. Austin Mice versus Ryan Sword. Michael Zuber starting to be the shark in the water that smells blood in the water as Justin Gibbs is coming off a pit lane there.
Come off pit road and make sure not to take anybody out. Brett back number 3. Lucas Neal just that's the battle for the 5th position. If you remember that car behind Mr. Dave Clavette, he was in an accident earlier on. It's a great rebound there for the J-Hog rod. He's back in the top 10.
Well, the old 56 here out of Mapleton. Oh boy, Maryland. What is ME? Uh-oh, I should know that. I'm sorry, I failed old elementary. No, I'm just kidding. Still side by side up in front. It's Maine. Oh my God. Okay.
Maine.
Would have never guessed that.
Maine. Sorry, I watched Run Up the other day.
Don't put me up on it here. I'm a Southern boys. We're gonna have contact here between Lucas and Nilgis. Lucas gonna be hard to the outside wall. Does it warrant a caution? He is not Ross Chastain. He's gonna take it off the wall there. That was definitely a bump and a run out of Brett Strickler's front end.
He invited him. He opened the door, greeted him, and then kicked him right between where the sun don't shine.
Not cool. Not on you.
So this all started really right here in this corner in 3 and 4. They're separated by about half a car or about 2 car lengths come together. Did Lucas turn or what here? Let's see here.
I rewinded it so much here because, like you said, we see this is what starts to ensue here from side-by-side battling at a short track here. You get a little bit too much of it, and it just takes a little slip up there, and you're going to get going to get a driver around.
He didn't hit it hard that first time. I think he tried to get back on the throttle right there, and it just kicked it right, and he tags the wall again. I don't know if that's just a product of the 38 coming up and greeting him and the 3 trying to come down, or the 38 just come up and the 3 was there. Yeah, that second hit right there, that one maybe knocked the toe out of it just a little bit.
And I believe, yeah, here's the cause. We're actually under caution right here. This is after Lucas tried to get it back down into pit lane. And like you said, Justin, if you have a toe that's knocked out wide or some suspension, some tires that aren't headed the right way, it's a pretty hard chore to try and get this car down into pit lane.
Caution.
Yeah, that last replay.
What I say, lap 50 to 170. What I tell you.
Yeah, you called that one back.
Commentator.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We got to get you out of the old SSN up here in the old NBC broadcast booth. I think you're getting too good for me up here.
I got that crystal ball on there, ready just right. Have my T's crossed, I's dotted, tongue stuck in the right direction. Now, Sean, do you take 4 here or do you take 2?
Let's ask old cameraman Billy Bob Joe. Oh. He says he's nodding his head yes right there as Jeremy Zarfos is going to head out into the lead of pit lane. Billy Bob Joe, yes, at the question of 2 versus 4. I don't know about you, Justin, but I'm seriously 4 is all I have my money on here tonight. any driver that did take 2, I will sign their will and funeral release right now.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Let's see.
Did Jeremy take 4 or did he take 2?
So, let's. I'm gonna wait for the pit stop graphic to update. But if my math is mathing, let's see.
If he took
His
4 there,
pit stop
heck
time
of a
was
job.
4 seconds slower than our race leader Tyler Massey. So, without directly pulling him in here to the booth, I believe Jeremy Zarfos has. What spot did he come in pit at here?
I didn't see it.
Let's see.
He was
all
back
right.
there, though.
1 second. At the time of the pit, Jeremy Zarfos here was battling. Okay, so he was definitely up here. So if my math is mathing, I believe Jeremy Zarfos
6,
and
maybe.
yeah, Tyler Massey. Jeremy took 2 tires. I believe Tyler Massey took 4.
Well, this is going to get fun.
That's the pit stop lap here, and if we take a look at the pit stop time, that's really what's going to warrant everything here. The 42.7 second stop for Zuver up there in front. Well, that was. Don't look at that. He's an outlier here tonight as he didn't pit on that caution. It's not updating. Okay, you just got to take my word for it though. Zarfos 5 second faster stop than Tyler Massey. I believe this we're about to see 2 versus 4 tires on a 42 lap run to hopefully the checkered flag. Tyler Massey is going to start here in 3rd. Michael Zuber on some older Goodyear Eagles is going to lead the race here into turn number 1. Words are hard.
They head back off into 1 and 2. Massey going to round the bottom. He's going to have Caitlin Haight in tow right behind. Zuber to get out to a good start there, and he has got to put some gap between him and that 17 if he wants to try to maybe pull this one out. Because that 17 has got a heck of a lot of speed. Jeremy Zarfos there on the 2 tires. He's kind of having to run the middle line, but we're going to have a caution right here. That's going to be a whole lot of folks. 24, 38, whole heap of
awesome.
Ryan Sawyer
Nice.
get involved.
24, 48, 30 as Brett, 38, obviously 38. I saw there at the corner of my eye up here in the booth. 38 spun there. I believe it was self-induced there out of turn number 2. We'll take a real quick stand. Yep. Oh, look. We're synchronized, not spinning, but we're synchronized swimming here tonight, Justin. Oh, McCarthy synchronized swimming as well. Or spinning. He could. Oh, he gets WWE tagged, did McCarthy. Goodness gracious.
Tag, you're it. No tag, you're it.
No, you're all it here tonight. McCarthy, Strickler, 94, all. Look at it. I mean, that's a screenshot and a half right there. They all get the old yawed out there out of turn number 4. 3-car spin. All right, Justin, well, with 3 tires in the pits, are you there's no way, but we just got to make the story here tonight. If you did have one, you have 1 set left, there's no way you're taking them right now. You got to save it at least for, what, lap 1? What do you think? Lap 190, 180 if there's a caution around there?
I think if you're that front, really 5 or 6, I think you're going to stay out front. You're not going to give up the track position.
Nope.
If you're in the back, you come in and use that last set. But I think if you're up front, you got to stay up front because track position is going to be vital as we get towards the end of this run.
All right, well, now I have a chance to show it to you without missing any racing action. Take a look at this. I know I've showed this in the last week for the Watkins Glen race where it was a little bit more prevalent, but there you see, this is one of the NBC graphics. Within the next-gen car, you lose upwards of 30% downforce as you get ever so closer to that next-gen up there in front of you. Even with this short track package that has the rear diffuser ultimately completely deleted from it, we've still seen clean and dirty air really pay quite a dividend here tonight from Richmond as Tyler Massey and Caitlin Haight continue to lead the most amount of laps. Michael Zuver is going to be our leader on older Goodyear Racing Eagles here tonight.
This is going to be a fun last couple of laps here.
Did you see it?
Zuber! You got that Miller Lite ready to go, my friend?
Dude, he was reaching the bottom of the can. He's going to have to text the old, look at that. That one is bottoms up. Woohoo! Mike Zuby.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
appreciate you, Mike.
We ain't turtled.
No,
We ain't turtled this week.
Hey, Mike, I'll tell you right now, we got some koozies rocking at the Old Stam Studio Network. I'll send you old care package. Get with me here and get the old address rolling. I'll be right there with you. Ryan Sword, we gotta get you going as well. Ryan, appreciate you joining the old live driver cams, as well as Kyler McCarthy. Kyler's special. He's also in the. He's showing his face here tonight, but we're zoomed in on the feet here as I guess that's what the fans want. We're going to send Kyler McCarthy a special gift as well. Here we go, Justin. What are you looking for in this race restart? Once again, brakes are cold, tires are cold, tire temps continue to plummet here tonight from Richmond these last 35 laps.
Action. We may have been three.
Hope not. Okay, thank goodness. All right, sorry, Justin, you got it.
That was a lot of stuff happening.
Oh, Fitzy, big magic!
Oh. Save it, Fitz.
Oh,
Save it, Fitz.
Lucas.
Oh. Oh.
Lucas Nilgis involved again.
No caution. We're going to keep it green.
Somehow, some way, yeah. Excuse me, 25 laps to go as my math starts to math here. We're gonna keep things all clean, green, and mean here somehow, some way. Oh no, we got one going around up here. Big wreck, big wreck.
Zipper. Oh, the 17. Oh,
no, not
my.
Massey. No. Okay, well, this was a snowball effect here. This was a caution leading to a caution, that led to another caution that also led to this one. Here's the sort of snowball effect here in the front of the pack. Stam Studio Network, Tyler Massey's going to get on the rear bumper of the 96. After the 96 lost the race lead to Zarfos, there's contact there to 96 gets loose as a goose there. There's contact with the 38, 22 involved. There goes Austin Mice around to Mach 2. All these drivers at Mach 2 at this point. Gulp. This was a big one, Justin. This was, oh boy.
It's freaking huge.
We got Sharks with freaking laser beams on them here tonight. Oh my
laser beams.
Goodness gracious.
Holy sheets.
We're on a roll here tonight, Justin. That was pretty good. Brett Strickler involved. Matthew Fitzy McMagic gets spun around once again right into Lucas after their incident. Remember, they had a little bit of a turn in right before this caution came out. 3 wide heading into turn number 3. There's Zarfos, the 38 down the 91 down the inside. Fitz gets tagged. Oh! I think Fitz definitely tried to make it into pit lane, but if we hop on board with Lucas here, this is probably going to look a whole lot more egregious than what it actually was. Wait for it.
Right on board right here with Lucas.
Hey. He got his purse smacked here tonight. What's all YouTube land saying? What did I miss? Just got back. Well, Kerry, we're back on our what? Are we on our 14th?
You missed a lot.
Yeah, I missed definitely quite a bit. 15th caution, 22 laps to go. Terry, Carey, Barry are all still joining us here tonight, as well as our 17 live viewers. Real quick, Justin, I think this was on my end here, being the producer and director, but here's the pass of what was the race lead as Jeremy Zarfos. This was our last race restart. Here's how the 29 got in front of the Zuver machine as he went bottoms up before we got going green. How does it happen? Wait for it. Is it third? All right, it's got to be turn 3 and 4 here at least, because, oh yeah, there's the. Where is it?
Not a whole lot. I think we're about a lap ahead here. Caitlin going all the way down to the apron.
Well, there you see it. All right, door quarter clear for the race lead, and you saw. I saw 29 Jeremy go to the race lead. You saw Caitlin head up to P3 there on that race restart. Both shot out of a cannon. We're gonna see some more elbows out here tonight. We're gonna get 20, count them, 20 laps to go in the Turn2Terribles podcast 200. It's gonna be Jeremy Zarfos, Zarfos photography machine. Here comes Caitlin H. Like you said, Justin, don't give her the inside, because if you do, it might just be race over.
They are side by side, but they got a lot of action going back through there. Tyler Massey is on the way back up to fourth. Can he get back to the race?
Oh, no!
Starpost. Oh.
The treacherous track conditions here tonight, Justin, that's not once. That's not twice, not thrice, not fourth, not five, maybe even the sixth time here tonight.
We're counting not one, not two. You're going to have to break out the toes here. We're on cost 16.
Man, oh man, and that's, I mean, it's, here real quick, I wonder what time it is within the sim here, but as we've continued to crest within the lights here tonight for Richmond Raceway, it's time and time again something that iRacing simulates not only within the side-by-side racing, but as well as the track temps and conditions. We're continuing to lose grip the later that we go. Looks like Zarfos, I believe. Yeah, there you see it right in front of you. Self-induced spin. One more look at it here, and then we'll go live at race speed. Here we go this time. And what happens, Justin, there, I mean, for, again, maybe an iRacing viewer who is maybe not turned as many laps here or any laps at all at Richmond Raceway, what happens when you see a car go?
Well,
you
this
dead?
ought to be fun.
I'm alive. I'm dead.
Nah, I'm alive, somewhat, maybe. I don't know. I just worked here.
Man, it's well, remember, such a ballerina game like we've seen on the throttle and brake pedal for the old feet driver for McCarthy. It's you get on that throttle pedal or brake pedal a little bit too much, a little bit too soon, and around that car is going to go, around the lockup's going to go out of the left or right front.
A block is just to go on here. You finna see somebody get ran over.
All right, well, your driver up here to P3 here. He'll restart this race. My driver will start P2. And the driver who I think YouTube chat all rooting on here tonight, Caitlin H. She's going to start this race out here to the race lead after the 29, Jeremy Zarfos. He went for a little bit of a spin, and that's big because, well, now he's got newer Goodyear Eagles. He's taken his last set, but at the time, remember, as track conditions continue to plummet, track temperatures continue to get a little bit lower here, you have to be careful these first couple laps here as they work back up to speed, back up to temperature, and back up to pressure. Somebody who's used to that time and time again, it'll be Caitlin Haight. She's going to start here on the pole this time. Justin, this is dangerous as she will start on the inside as well.
Could be not. It's going to be fun to watch, though, because these folks are going to be driving the wheels off these hot rods for the next 16 laps. Caitlin Haight going to re-inherit the lead. Joshua Saucy outside, Tyler Massey. And Caitlin pull this thing back out. We're checking up. Oh, my gosh. 81 going to miss the gear there. That's going to open up the door. The 17 going to have a lot of ground to make up there. They're almost 3 wide as they head back off into the corner. Wide, swing all back to the field, almost over wide down the back stretch.
Real quick, just to make up that point there, it's not dangerous for Caitlin's safety. It's dangerous for the rest of the pack because now we're going to start to see her really stretch her legs down the back straightaway. We've seen her pace when she gets to the inside, and it is just shot out of a cannon. As the 81, like you said, I don't know if dropped a gear, disappeared, or what it might have been for Joshua. Misses the gas there coming to the start-finish line. Here comes some 2 and 3 wide across the stripe. We'll settle it back down to 2. Dakota Kuhn back on the race lead. Oh, 94 goes for a slide of a century.
The save there from Ryan Sores. He's going to get her straightened back out, but he's going to lose a whole lot of track position. Caitlin Haight has opened up about a 6 really tenths of a lead over the 17 of Tyler Massey, but Tyler Massey going to have to play a little bit of defense. He's got Austin just right there on the back bumper. He's got a whole lot of rear view there, that number 97. That 97 was in that spin earlier on. So to see him back up here, a little crazy, but man, he has drove the wheels off that 97. Can he get to the front and possibly pull this one out?
Like you said, we're going to see the bump and run series drivers like you were thinking, start to really see him rise to the top here. Oh no! The 22 spins into McCarthy. McCarthy's going to slap the outside wall. Then the 22 goes around again. That's going to be another caution on the speedway.
Slow it out. There it is. 17, baby. 17.
Ooh, boy. Count them 1, count them 2, count them 3, count them 4. No, I'm not going to count them all, but it's short track racing here tonight. We'll take a look and see what's eventually. I mean, we saw the start of it there, but what was the second half? Oh, it was Andrew who was still hopping. He was still trying to save that 22 turn 2 Terribles.
That's a shot.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a shot and a half.
Self-induced up into McCarthy, and then here we go again. Oh!
That one had to not feel great.
Goodness gracious. Caitlin keeps scaring me because it's she blinked out there just a second right before we get back to live racing or pacing action here, and I showed her making her way down into the pits, but no, she's smarter than that. We're gonna get some wave around some drivers who are also gonna pit and try to make their repairs here tonight. With 9 laps to go, Justin, do you think we could will we be seeing a overtime finish here tonight, as it will be our, if we do see one, possibly 18th or 19th caution?
I think we're going to keep it green. Now, you're going to see a lot of side-by-side, but I think there's going to be some beat and bang going on these next couple of laps.
And you have to, I mean, at this point, that's been... here behind the sim, I don't know about you, Justin, but as you continue to, maybe it's therapeutic for you. It is for me. For sometimes these next gens that hum at a very specific tune that it might put you to sleep under pacing. But it's quite a bit of pacing here tonight. Just I don't know if that's something that you kind of keep in your, or just have, like, do you get antsy after so much pacing as we're about to get racing to 6 and 7 laps to go, or are you trying to keep yourself cool, calm, and collected to come into the green?
You got to keep yourself cool, calm, and collected. I know when I get out front, the old palms get sweaty, mom spaghetti, the whole 9 yards, but you got to keep some calm, and you got to make sure you keep this thing under you. Don't start trying to mess with your rhythm too much, because then you're going to really be in the back of the pack. So make sure you keep your air, and you don't get too excited, but just try to bring this thing home, and you'll be all right.
Sorry, I know you saw that, Justin. I misclicked. I pressed the wrong button.
Well, I'm broke. What you mean?
No, I canceled it. It's something on Venmo. I'm trying to.
I'm just kidding.
I requested instead of paid you. Here you go. Alrighty. Well, I'm getting that out of the way now. Well, we're gonna have side by side coming to the green flag this time. Is it Caitlin Hates, or do we see for the first time tonight possibly that outside for Tyler Massey? Don't look now. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Tonight his nickname is Cotton Eye Joe. Austin Mice will start 4th. Joshua Sosi, the driver 81, he's been up here in the front 3 here tonight so far. He'll start 4th. Green flag is out from Richmond for hopefully the final time here tonight.
We are going to race hard here these next couple laps. Austin back up to 2nd. Tyler Massey can go to the high side. He's stuck up there. Here comes Saucy back into the picture in 3rd. They are side by side back on through the field.
3 wide's going to settle it back down to 2. Here comes the 56, Dean Clavitt, Brett Strickler. He's going to dive it down the inside. 5 laps to go this time by Caitlin Haight. Austin Mice side by side for the race lead. 2 black and yellow machines. Into 3 we go.
Austin got to check up just a little bit. Caitlin going to drift up the racetrack, but here comes Austin. He's not going to go away. Caitlin going to be able to almost clear him as they head back off into 1 and 2, but she's not going to be able to. We're going to have an 18th caution.
Oh, I'm showing Bomb Jr. Andrew May, 2 Turn2Terribles drivers.
You know what that means, don't you?
I think that means turn 2 is pretty terrible. I don't know.
Nope, I think that means green, white.
No, that's
checker.
what it means. You got me there as Ken Baum got into the loose stuff up there up top. 22 goes around as well. Man, you hate that for that battle for the race lead, because Austin Mice was starting to size her up there coming into 3 and 4, and we're going to have to slow him and roll him back down. Here's a better look at it from old cameraman Billy. Oh, okay. Well, hang on now there, boys and girls. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What happened there? That was contact again with the 38. Going to send Ken Baum Jr. right down and around. And then Ken spins trying to save it. You see the 22, the Lucas Neal just barely miss it. 35, Chad Engel also barely miss it.
Boxer up. Boys supposed to get juicy right here at the end.
What?
Yeah, just two beats tied by side, racing hard.
Zuver got spun like 3 laps ago, says Kairos. We got Terry saying 18, 19, yes. Green, white, checkered, says Kairos. We got DEROHK joining us in here as well. We got Terry, we got Barry. This is gonna be a pretty fun race restart here, as we're gonna send them 2 wide across the stripe, this time by to pace them, and then we'll race them. See 18 of you live in Stam Studio Network right now. Make sure you let us know who you're rooting on, who's gonna win this here, which should, excuse me, hopefully be our final race restart. We're gonna get 1 more lap under caution as we have a couple more wave rounds. Justin, your pickup here, Tyler Massey, he's gonna start this race 4th. My pick will start 3rd, but Caitlin Haight, after having a real nice season so far, she finished 2nd just a week ago from the left and right at Watkins Glen. Caitlin's going to be the really the bride, not the bridesmaid, because that would be P2, but she will possibly be here tonight as she'll start this race P1. I think we could possibly see Caitlin Haight continue to show the speed, continue to show the pace, and end up winning the race here tonight.
We got a bunch of corners. We got 6 corners left to decide this thing. I guess 4, really. Think about it.
1, 2,
I don't know, math was
3,
kind of my strong suit.
4.
4 or 6. 1, 2. Close enough.
Well, if our math is math, then we should get back to some green flag racing this time, but it will be an overtime restart. If you're newer to NASCAR racing, that means we're going to take the white. And then if we're going to take the green. And then if we hopefully get to the white, that means anything will go. And then if we get to the checkered, that means it is all out, down, and done with. But if we don't get to that white flag, we will re-rack them and restack them back up. It'll be Caitlin Haight. The restart is on her. Austin Mice P2. Tyler Massey P3. Joshua Saucy. Here we go. Green flag is out. Oh, we're beating and banging going into turn 1.
Start there. She's going to Josh with Saucy there. He is not going to go away without a fight. Back there on the sideline. Can Caitlin pull this off? Or Saucy going to be able to get to the back bumper? We're not under caution.
It's the Fitz magic machine.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to re-rack them, restack them. Let's see what happened to the old Fitz magic here. Once again, he's dealing with quite a bit of damage on that front end. This is going to be into turn 1 on this race restart. Oh, he gets help out of the 91. Oh my God. I think he's
bank in the bump.
Is he dead? Is she all right? Yeah, he'll need some icy hot. I don't think he is. He's no longer with us, but he's definitely gonna need the icy hot there tomorrow. 4 tires, if not 3, off the racing surface there for Matthew Fitz. Off and on board from here.
I believe he may have had a little bit of help.
I think that's a song. I don't know that's the only words I know to it though. Is I had some help. Anyways, Caitlin Haight's going to continue to lead. Saucy over there for P2. Mice will fall back to 3rd. After, remember, the 97 and the 11 were getting side by side just 2 cautions ago for the race lead. How about Stan Mayberry? He's worked his way up to 4th tonight. Tyler Massey, Brett Strickler, Jeremy Zarfos for the Zarfos Photography Ford Mustang will start this race 7th. Dean Clavitt, Kyler McCarthy, Dakota Kuhn, Justin Gibbs, Michael Zoomer, Jimmy Barr, Ryan Sword, Brody Green, Andrew May, Ken Baum Jr., and Matthew Fitz. Our top 18 right now, 19th through 25th, are shown at least 1 or more laps down.
Well, this doesn't get fun. Again.
Let us know. I wonder how many green white checkers we have available here. Mike's just trying to wreck the whole. Oh goodness gracious! Good grief! He went through the old no funnel. Yeah, Carrie's saying that made the whole body hurt there after seeing that Mach 2 into the outside safer barrier. But as we're gonna re-rack them, restack them here, Justin. Are you on offense or are you on defense here? I guess it depends on where you're starting, but walk us through it.
Yeah, kind of depends on where you're starting, but I think right now you got to be total offense. You got to try to get, if you want to get this race win, you got to be there at the end, and you got to make sure your passes are clean. I mean, you can be the butthole. You can make the pass happen and maybe move somebody out the way, but you got to make sure you get to the position you want, because that person behind you is going to be trying to come for your position nonetheless.
I don't know about you guys down there at home or up here in the booth, but my heart rate, it's about to start thumping and pumping up here through the roof. We're about to have green flag racing for the second green-white checkered here tonight for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing League. Caitlin Hate's gonna lead him down into turn 1. She gets on the gas, on and up and through the gears. Very nice, very well. Looks like Joshua Southsea will slot back into P2. Then we're gonna start to see the 2 wide to result here from 3rd and 4th on back. 2 wide through the field. Here we go. Do we possibly, can we get to white flag this time by?
When you get there, that's going to be the thing here.
White flag is out. Anything will go, Justin.
White flag's going to get shown. Caitlin Haight going to be in the lead, but here comes Saucy.
Oh,
here,
big wreck.
Darpo's. Wall's going to save him there. Darpo's and Stan Mayberry going to go at it. They come to the white flag. It's going to be Caitlin Haight going to pick up the win as they come through the corner. What happened? What'd I miss? They're spinning everywhere back through there.
It shows Joshua Saucy right now on the results as the winner, but I'm showing right now Caitlin Haight just blinked across the line. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network. We're going to get this all down and approved from the race leaders. Once again, it's showing Joshua Saucy to the race lead. Caitlin Haight falls back to, where did she fall back to? Oh my goodness gracious, did something happen here coming to the checkered? Or was it just her internet? Here we go once again. Caitlin Haight, this is on the white flag. She starts to blink out. Does she possibly have contact? Because I'm still showing Saucy to victory lane here tonight. What happens? Okay, there's Caitlin Haight's blink out. She's still blinking out.
Back. There she goes. She's dead, and then she's alive. She's alive, then she's dead. Or she blinks back in the race lead.
Yeah, okay, well, this is showing Saucy to the race lead. I am showing, yep, there you see it, Caitlin Haight to the victory here tonight. Congratulations, now it is unofficially official. Sorry, we had to break that one down real quick. Caitlin Haight is going to burn it down into victory lane. She heads herself into again here on Stam Studio Network. Apologies there as we had to keep things just green, lean and machine coming to the checkered flag. There's a little bit of a thank you action there as goodness gracious, what a race, what a win here for the number 11 machine. Justin, it just takes a little bit of blinking here within the old iRacing universe, and that's all it'll take to really send our live graphics and timings for a loop. But there you see it coming across the line. It is unofficially official as Caitlin Haight, the race winner. Saucy is going to take P2. I believe that was Massey. Yes, Massey, who spun across the start-finish line there. If you caught that in the background of your, Tyler Massey's not the winner. There you see it. Tyler Massey spins across the line here. We'll get our live driver interviews here in just a few moments' time on SSN. Hey, Caitlin Haight, that's Sean Stam up in the booth. You got yourself a copy.
Yeah, I got ya.
Oh boy, I was a little bit scared as we came across the checkered flag there. A little bit of blinking, a little bit of binking and banging here tonight. Well, after we get everything unofficially official sorted, you will make your way to victory lane in the number 11, the Cadillac Chevrolet Camaro. Walk us through your nights here tonight, Caitlin. You continue to lead the most amount of laps. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, started off the race pretty good, strong with having clean air and whatnot, but once I got behind off of like a off-sequence thing of pit stops, Tyler was just the class of the field then. It was really hard to sort of get around him, and I was starting to just sort of drop off, but by the end there, I just got lucky with avoiding wrecks in front of me, and then just getting the good restarts, and ending up in front there. But yeah.
Well, Caitlin, congratulations on a really nice run here tonight. It was a lot of fun to watch you up here from up in the booth, slicing and dicing your way to the race win. Real quick, before we let you get going, I got two things for you. I wonder if that's going to propel you up here to the points lead with a win like that. And after Ken Baum Jr. finishes 15th, that'll definitely be something to keep an eye on. And more importantly, Caitlin, who makes this all possible? Is there anybody who you'd like to shout out here for your immaculate run here tonight?
Everyone at Nitro Setup Shops and the Lady Liberty Motorsports for signing me on. Let's see. You guys up in the booth for the broadcast, all the admins for putting up with us each week in and out. And I just want to make sure that Josh and David Smeal are okay. I think they drank out of the same cup because they ended up leaving at the same time. So I think they're okay.
Okay, congratulations on your race, or another race win here within the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Series. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks.
All righty, I believe the old Yamentator himself is caught up with the old 81 Nitro Setup Shop Chevrolet Camaro. Joshua and Justin, you both have yourself a copy here tonight.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Josh, that was a fun race. A lot of cautions spilled, but man, we're bringing it home P2 tonight. How's it feel?
Pretty good for completely bombing my qualifying and having to come from 15th. You wouldn't think Richmond is so dependent on track position, but it really is.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Well, man, good run there tonight. Do you got anything maybe you changed a little bit on that last restart to maybe try to put yourself in a little better position?
Not starting second. It's just whoever was in second is absolutely horrible. Luckily, Caitlin and I are teammates, so we tried to work together real well. That one restart where you saw me kick out wide, I took off at first and I should have spun the tires and was able to work back up second, thankfully. But yeah, that's just second. It's absolutely terrible to restart here. I guess I should have maybe hit Massey harder and got the lead, but yeah, I wanted to run that line on you, the short tracks. So Caitlin, Massey, myself, the 97, I think you put any one of the four of us in the front of the field and that person's winning. Felt like we were all really tight on speed. The longer we ran, the more that aero became an advantage of having a clean air, and it just burned up whoever was behind you, burned up the right front. So just not mess up my qualifying, and I would have had a better shot, but I'll take a P2.
No doubt. Josh, you got anybody like to thank tonight, buddy?
Yeah. As always, Nitro Setup Shop. Great ways. We tweaked it a little bit as we normally do because, the league sessions are different than the officials. So put a little bit of love on it, and it was bad fast tonight. So we got 3 in the top 10. We should have had a week and try to do it all over again.
Steph, we get ready to head to Daytona. Well, folks, I believe I'm going to send it up to Mr. Sean Stem as we're going to wrap up our broadcast.
All right, appreciate you, appreciate you, Joshua. Appreciate you, Caitlin, for making your way down to the broadcast booth. Tyler Massey, we know that you spun your way down and across the line, coming to the start-finish line. I'll give you about a couple minutes here to make your way down into the interview room here, as we're going to end up wrapping up the broadcast here tonight. Thank you, every single one of you, for joining in here live on Stam Studio Network as we continue to crest our way upwards of 1,000 subscribers. Subscriber number 1, just as important as subscriber number 866. And before we get going here and waiting a few other moments for the Harvest Ford Mustang Stam Studio Network Tyler Massey, gotta shout out everybody live in YouTube land here tonight. Carrie is actually going to take away the chat win with 175 XP. Terry is going to end up tying Barry in second and third. Steel City Demon YouTube coming in fourth place and 75, actually tying fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh with Jerry, Kairos. Good. We got Terry, Barry, Jerry, and Carrie, Barry, Terry, and Jerry. 4 different ones. Ted Wilbur as well coming in at 5th place for the old YouTube chat. Kairos, ARSA, Dancing Transistors. That's try 4, my buddy out there, Ali. Michael Zuver, and Kyler McCarthy. Real quick before we get going here on Stam Studio Network, no Tyler Massey up here in the booth, so we're going to get this race. We're going to catch our virtual flights back home. Justin, thank you so much for everything that you do up here in the booth and co-commentate with me. Thank you all the drivers here at FTR for putting on a show for the fans, and thank you for league owners as like. My name is Sean Stam. Thanks for you all for joining in here. Catch us in just an hour to an hour and a half. I'll be live once again for some road course racing for some real-life drivers in the Mazda MX-5 cars here on iRacing. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and take care.